One night upon my...
We're back, and it's day number 6.
It
Did I get
is. It is
Yes.
day number 6.
Yes. First time ever.
Yeah. Which makes this really all the more interesting is we typically will shoot 3 or 4 of these in a row. So it's not, like if we're on...
Just means I can't count.
Well, if we're on the 4th whiskey,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
I
okay.
get mixing it up after 4. Maxing it up.
Maxing it up.
Maxing it up after 4 whiskeys, but really not after the first one. But you got it today.
I did.
Yeah. All right. So today our shout out goes to Zeb.
Zeb.
Big Money Zeb.
Big money, Zeb.
Big Money Zeb was our second person to put in an order and slightly behind the Bruce and Laura group
Yes.
for the number. I guess, dang, we should have done it at the end because that way we do like the little shout out to people and welcome all the people that Zeb bought.
Brought
Yeah.
whiskey for, yeah. Well,
Well, we
take
screwed-
note for next year.
Yeah, we screwed that up. Well, we
Yeah.
could just do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
that way.
Oh, that's a good idea. You're so smart.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. Oh, my Lord. Anyways, so today we're going back into Ireland for
Yay.
an Irish whiskey. Northern Ireland.
Oh.
It means North
No,
Ireland.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. I understand your Gaelic
So,
Irish mix.
wait till we're like 5 whiskeys in. So, and we need Bushmills.
Okay.
The 10-year-old, not the 21.
All right. Crossing my fingers.
It's on the
10-year-old.
It's on the Irish shelf.
I know. I'm trying to find it.
I need to bring like a phone to do solitaire or something.
Well, you could help.
No.
Bushmills.
This
It's
is
green.
This
I know
is
it's green on
This
its
is an
label.
open library. You're welcome to come down and
Oh.
study at any time.
I'm a little busy sometimes.
Yeah, you just passed it.
I got it.
All right.
Sometimes you have to go past.
All
Go
right.
forward.
So Bushmills. Bushmills is a very classic, we'll call it big dog Irish whiskey. When you think about the major Irish whiskey producers, you have Jameson, as we call it here in the States, or Jamison in Ireland, or Jamie. Bushmills is the other big one in the north. So in the 60s, when the Irish whiskey industry basically almost collapsed, you had Irish distillers, which was Jameson, Powers, your Redbreasts, West Cork distillers, and then Bushmills in the north. And those are really the only 2 that kept going for a long time. So this one is triple distilled Irish whiskey from Belfast, 10 years old, an Irish single malt, just like a Scottish single malt, but
In Ireland.
right.
Yeah.
And triple distilled. Most Scottish whiskeys are only distilled twice. 10 years old, aged in 2 different woods, double maturation.
Maturation.
Thank you.
You're
very
welcome.
mature.
Thank you. Yes.
Bourbon and sherry. 40% alcohol by volume. You know, that's always a little disappointing with the mass-produced Irish whiskeys. And once you get into whiskey a little bit and you start, it's got to be at least 40%. Anything below 40% is called, I think, a liqueur or a grain spirit or just a spirit. So 40% or higher to be a whiskey. You know, at first, if you're first getting into this, you're probably exactly Bozeman to the whiskey. But once you get acclimated and your palate does, you know, you're going to find yourself gravitating at least towards 46, which I think is kind of the money spot for whiskey. And then a lot of the good bourbons, the bottled in bond, have to be at least 50%. And then cask strength, usually over 50, anywhere up to the mid 60s, which can scorch you pretty good. So what do you get on the nose, Ann?
I get some vanilla.
Yeah, it's the bourbon cask.
Yep.
influence.
And I get a little bit of honey or like a floral kind of scent.
A lot of people say they get chocolate from Bushmills
Yeah.
whiskeys. I really don't. If you're toasting your malt a little bit before you, or your barley before you malt it, that's where you get the chocolate notes. To me, you know, an Irish whiskey has that quintessential apple and maybe buttery
Yes. Yeah.
note, well, buttery taste, but
Yep.
you know, an apple green apple or red apple. Typically more towards the green apple.
To quote myself, it kind of tastes like wood.
Yeah, so you get the barrel tannin. So 10-year-old, that's pretty normal.
It's good. It's very smooth. It's not. I don't find it to be harsh.
Yeah, so for a 10-year-old, so Bushmills, you've got your regular non-age statement, no age on the bottle, obviously. You got Black Bush, you got Red Bush, you got no, there's no blonde. The ginger. But anyways, blush. You get up into the 10. It's okay. I mean, this is $40 to $45 depending on where you're at. You know, if you really want to take a bottle that has a number on it instead of just your everyday Bushmills or Jameson, you can get the 10. Stepping up to the 16, you're going to run up to about $100 a bottle. Now, to me, that's a very interesting whiskey. It's not what I've given all of you, but actually those from you last year, you got that in your Q2 training pack. But this is okay. I bought it to try it. It intrigued me. I don't know that I would necessarily buy it again.
No, but it's easy to drink, and I think if you're just starting out, it's not harsh. It doesn't have a big burn to it.
Yeah, I've got the 21 on the shelf. I haven't cracked that one open yet. A little excited to try that one at some point. But, you know, I think this would be a little more interesting whiskey if it was at that 46%. Like,
Yeah.
If you kind of like this, but you're looking for a little bit more, you can gravitate towards a Teeling. Like most Teelings, I think all Teelings are at least 46% alcohol by volume. Powers, we've got one of those later on in the year, in the calendar. At 46%, but some of their entry-level ones, the gold label, the signature, the Powers 3 Swallows, all 46%, kind of the same makeup a little bit, maybe a little more single pot still mixed in with the single malt, but it's a good whiskey. Interested to see what y'all think about it, but I don't know, it's probably one that, you know, I drink probably more expensive, more interesting whiskey.
Yeah.
And then switch over to this to finish the night off. Yeah. Anything else, Ann?
Nothing else for me.
So I think mouthfeel on this one, just a little light, a little thin.
Yeah.
I like a little more oily.
Oily, yeah.
A little more body to my whiskey. But yeah. All right, so Zeb's crew, apologize that we messed this up at the beginning, but welcome. I think we got 2 in Mississippi and 1 in North Carolina, if I'm right.
Sounds good. So
But
cheers.
welcome.